Alright, y'all, what's up? It's your girl Lish.
I'm Tiff.
And Tiff. Jesus. Ladies, let me just say this. Let me just put this out here right now.
Wait,
Listen.
we didn't do the intro. We didn't do the YouTube intro.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, screw the damn intro. Okay, go ahead. Do the intro.
Fuck the intro.
Okay, do the intro. But
Alright, look. Here's the... Wait, are we starting over or we just doing the intro?
No, just do the intro.
Okay, well... We're moving our platform to YouTube, and we wanted to ask y'all to like, click, and subscribe. But I think we're so enamored.
Yeah.
We couldn't get it together.
Yeah, I couldn't get it together. It's very rare that I'm smitten. I love my husband. Y'all know I do.
We finna be single.
But Tiffany
single.
Tiffany came through. Tiffany came through in the clutch like she always does.
I called my homie. Called my homie. James, welcome. How you doing, brother?
I'm great, thank you.
It's so
welcome
great
to our show.
Here.
It's great to be here. Y'all are sweet.
So we got James from ATL by way of Dalton. He said, look, I live in Atlanta.
Yes.
But
rep my hood.
Rep my hood.
That's what he said.
Rep my hood. So you from Dalton.
Yeah.
But
from
you're in
Dalton.
Atlanta.
I am, yeah.
All right. So listen, today...
what are we talking about? It's kind of heavy.
It's heavy.
It's a little bit heavy.
It's heavy, but James is so cool. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah. The thing is, we got an expert here with us, right? With a really well balanced opinion,
right,
and a well balanced view on life,
right, and really real. Like he's a real dude. So like I think if these conversations are coming from an authentic place and an authentic person, I think it makes the conversations easier to be had. Mm-hmm. This is not a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Like how y'all see him swagged out, ladies. Like he's swagged out like this.
24/7, and I know him offline, so I can vouch for the fact that it's at least like 22 seconds.
I thought it was Puerto Rican.
I
thought it was Puerto Rican when he came in.
But listen, Lish, what we gonna talk about?
I thought he was Puerto Rican when he came up in here. Nevertheless, we got James, and we're gonna be talking about interracial dating, right?
Ooh, interracial dating.
So James.
Yes. So we feel like on the topic of interracial dating, you pretty much got three stances.
Right.
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So we have people like James who date interracially and love everybody. Right. Ain't got no thing on it. You know, if you want to date, love who you love. Right.
And it's not a fetish.
It's not a fetish. He just truly loves women,
right?
Period.
And it's a product of his environment because when we'll continue to talk to him, you'll see that he is not he's not. It's not a gimmick. Like he really is a person who grew up around black people. Mm-hmm. Right? Am I correct by saying this?
Yeah.
So just tell us about you, James. Tell us about how you got so swaggy.
I'll be honest with you. It's funny because Tiff and I talked about the word swag and how I was like, we were comparing white men with swag and white men that don't lean that way, and we joked about it because I was like, yeah, that word is different.
Right.
But when you say tell you about me, I mean it's just a lot of my environment. I'm the only me, or there's not a lot of me's there, not a lot of white people there. Mm-hmm. So, but it's everything. Everything about me feels real natural. Like I don't feel like
You're not playing, like you're not.
Well, not only, not playing, but I feel like not trying. Right. Like I think we've all been around people of different nationalities that you can tell when they're trying and you can tell when it's authentic. Right. And I think it's weird no matter which direction it's pointed.
Because it's inauthentic. Right. It's always going to be weird.
Yeah, I think. All right. Yeah, I hate it for the people that are doing that. Like as I'm seeing them doing it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like I wish you could be more comfortable with
yourself. Yeah. Like no shade. I don't have
right.
anything bad for you.
Right.
But.
Wish it was different.
And not even on a race level, just in general.
Yeah, just in general, just as a person,
like
I wish that you knew who you were, and I hope you figure it out soon.
Right.
Okay, so James, we got you here as our expert. All right, so your stance on it: love who you love.
Absolutely.
And then you have other people,
right,
who feel like interracial dating is not something that should be done. Period. Like there just should not be an intermingling of races.
Right.
You have people that feel that way, and then you have people like me, who I say love who you love, but I don't date interracially.
Right. And I'm on that same level. And it's not like I can look at him and clearly he's an attractive guy. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I don't see the attraction.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
It's very nice.
It's not like I don't see the attraction in him as a man. Mm-hmm. But I just have
It stops there.
It just stops there.
Yeah. And it can be for a lot of reasons. Yeah. It can be for moral reasons. It can be for reasons like proximity reasons. Maybe you just have never been around.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's it
like
a lot of times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it a lot of times. But I know I have a lot of moral reasons why I wouldn't date outside my race.
Right.
Because I feel like anybody that I'm dating is obviously somebody that I'm trying to look at living life with, right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
And so I think that, number one, I feel like I was created to support a black man. Right. I feel like the purpose in me being put on this planet is there is a chocolate brother out there that I'm supposed to work with, and we gonna get to the next level in this thing before we leave the plane.
She done with y'all waffle colored Negroes. She done.
With who?
We done.
Waffle colored.
Yeah.
I heard the dude the other day say base pride.
Yeah.
He said base pride. I fell out. I was so happy about it.
The black the better, in my opinion. And so I just feel like if you're gonna spend all of your life with someone, that person has to meet a really deep internal need. And for me, I feel like it's that need to be understood, that need for someone to know what I'm after culturally, what I want to build for the next generation. And I just want to keep what I have going, like culturally and racially, which is funny because like I got the lightest skinned kid ever on the planet. Yo, this dude was like, I told this guy, I was like, yeah, I don't date outside my race. He was like, ain't your daughter half white? And I was like, look, now, first of all, why you all on my Instagram looking at my pictures? No, she just light bright.
You're so silly. All right, so James, I got a question.
Sure.
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, when did you realize you like black women?
About 18 months.
No, yeah, I'm tripping because I'm thinking.
Natural?
Yeah, I think it was natural. I don't think there was ever a time where I was deciding or differentiating between, oh hey, I like black women. Like my first crush that was a black woman, but I feel like was everybody's crush to me was Lisa Bonet on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
But to a lot of to some people, she's probably not black enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And I wasn't.
A lot of black women would say that. She ain't really black.
Right, and I wasn't tripping. Of course, I'm a child at that point, so I'm not looking at it like, well, she's not really technically black. I'm looking at it like, man, her eyes are beautiful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I thought that, and I don't know. Like, I like women, like you were saying earlier. So, I think, like dating age, there was a girl I was in high school with named T, and I thought she had a beautiful smile, and I loved her energy, real energetic. Cool people, and I shot my high school shot. You know what I mean? And she was like, no. You know what I'm saying? But it's
because you're white or just no?
No, just no. Just like but
sorry, Jay.
Yeah. I just think it was a no thing. I think it was like but I didn't 100% shoot my shot because we were kind of like the friends and am I gonna this way?
Oh, okay. You did shoot your shot.
There was another girl that. What's the face?
No,
there was another woman where I was like, I don't know where it's gonna go with T, but I'm with like Laura and I, this girl named Laura. We were talking.
Was she white?
Yeah. Well, no. Her mama was like Russian, but I think her dad was. I think they said some type of Indian, like feathers not dots, like the.
Yes, that's important. I love that one. High five for that because I use that.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yes, I use
that. So no, she wasn't as white as my mama, but she wasn't as black as Lisa Bonet. So I don't know, but regardless, yeah. So Laura and I were talking, and then that just turned into a great relationship.
Right. Okay. So you don't know what would have happened with T.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you out there and you single, he's still
looking for you, girl. He's still looking for you, girl. Okay, so in your family, is your family a family that is very culturally diverse, or are you just like literally like the only one that's like into interracial dating?
No, I'd say my sister has a son by a black man.
Okay.
And we all look at him like he's family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're not together anymore.
Right.
But anytime like my brother and my sister and I were together, like he'll come up in conversation and the father, my nephew's father, and it's always good talks. It's always like
right.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But my cousins, they've all married white women. The ones that are married, they've married white women. I think other than that, I think a long time ago my brother might have dated a black chick, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think so.
Right.
So I think.
So what your parents think about it? Like when you were
my
young,
mom's cool. Like my dad, my dad has passed, but he could have cared less. When I tell you cared less, like cared less.
Right.
You know.
And your mom was like, cool.
Yeah, she's 100%. Like she said something smart a long time ago, and at the time I didn't know what I thought about it, but she said, look, like, I want you to be with a woman that treats you well.
Right.
Period. No matter whatever her nationality is, as long as she treats you well, great.
Right.
But I want you to know marriage is hard.
Right.
And raising children is hard.
It is.
And if you marry a woman that's black and y'all have a child or children, it's going to be one more thing to add that makes life difficult.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, at the time, you know what I'm saying? She told me that years ago. And so at the time, I was like, living in Atlanta, I think that people are more accepting. Some people.
That's true.
And so I was kind of like, no, Mom, it ain't really.
Right.
And the older I've gotten, even being in Atlanta, I've been surprised by some things.
Right.
So I was just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And, you know, so I have to think about a lot of times, I had this conversation with my daughter's dad because, you know, we were having this whole talk about interracial dating. And I told him that
behind the podcast, or this is like
no, this was like years ago.
Years
ago. And he's like, so you're telling me that you would want Ava to date black men? And he's asking me this, and I'm like, of course. What do you mean? And he's like, so knowing the climate of black culture, you're telling me that if Ava fell in love with someone who wasn't black, you would somehow find a way to be disappointed. And I had to think about it.
It's a deep question.
In my heart of hearts. And I'm like, well, and especially now that I'm out here and I'm dating and I see the trash that is out here. Like, would I be really upset if
she found a good man that's white?
Yes, that's white or just non-black.
Okay.
And so when I think about that, would I be upset? No, if I felt like this man loved her and adored her.
Adoration is important.
I would be, that I would be fine with it. Would a little part of me be disappointed? Yeah, a little bit, because, you know, I would want for Ava, for her to find something that I feel is pure and natural, and I think that there is nothing more beautiful than that, than when you find someone who is similar to you on many, many levels, including race, culture, background. But you can be from two different races and have completely different cultures, or you could be from two different races and have similar backgrounds. Right. Like, I don't think that your upbringing and background would be that much different from ours.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of times people be like, if we kind of talked about this at the cigar lounge, like, people will be like, they'll like, I'll do something that comes natural to me, and it's quoted as, or not quoted, but like, it'll be like, oh, that's the black in you coming out, and everybody's laughing and joking about it.
Right.
But what's a trip is like, no, that's the family in me coming out. Like, y'all didn't meet my whole entire family. Right. Like, my Aunt Marla, when I tell you, like, she kills the kitchen.
Yeah,
yes. Everything about it is right. You know what I'm saying? And so when I eat it, like, I brought some food back. Like, of course, like, I went home to eat, and everything was delicious because everybody's country, so everybody's cooking, and it's cooking the right way, and everything is wonderful. Right. And then I brought it back, and I brought it back to the cigar lounge. Like, it was like the lunch that I was eating that day. I took it out, and this dude had it was a fried chicken, and this dude smelled it because I heated it up in the microwave, and he was like, bro, he's like, because I brought the plate down. He's like, bro, because there's mashed potatoes and greens and like delicious food. And so he's like, I know you didn't get that at like one of the restaurants around here. And I was like, no, I didn't. You know, I was like, my aunt cooked this. And then so like there was a conversation that we had that where you could see the gears turning, like, is your aunt black? Yeah, like, but he didn't want to ask, but he was kind of like, yeah, because he was kind of like, so about that food that smells like that. Right. That's not, y'all didn't make that. You know what I'm saying? One of those things. But, you know, and I understand that because I've been over to friend's house and I'll be eating like, well, this is different. Needs a lot of salt on this table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had those experiences, but things that have been, like, they're really natural to me. Right. People assume, or I've been told that they're black. Right. I'm like, no, that's my whole, no.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right. But see, so with you, I think kind of the thing that makes you a different kind of person. So, like, I know we were talking earlier, like, it's not like I've never had a white guy try to talk to me.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm always taken back to, like, certain things. Like, you can work with someone and know them as a person and know that they're not racist, that they would never do or say anything racist. But I've had, like, comments come out, like, from white people that I work with that it's like, nah, am I offended? Like, I'm not going to go to HR. I'm not going to try to fight you because you said it. No. But the fact that you said it lets me know that as much as I know that you're not a bad person and you're not racist, you don't understand what it means to be black because you don't even understand what's offensive. And so, like, I've been at work and like been upset about something, and you know, I'm talking about it, and the way that I talk about things when I'm upset with something, and you know, one of the guys was like, "Oh, is this that ghetto coming out?" You know, and I'm like, you don't, you know, and it's one of those things. It's like, can I look at him and say, you don't get to say that? No, it's like this underlying thing where I feel like if you had the emotional intelligence of someone who was from my culture, you would know that that's just not an okay thing to say to me. Right. We're in a corporate environment. You know, you're calling me ghetto, which you know what is that? You know,
live in a nice house, so what's ghetto about it?
But it's like I know that the person who said it adores me and meant absolutely no offense, and if he knew that I had even taken it that way, he would probably be so apologetic about it. Like, I know he didn't mean anything by it.
Do you have any black male friends that could have said that and you wouldn't have taken it?
Which is a good question.
To the left?
I don't have a single black male friend that would call me ghetto.
They would say that. Well, yeah, because you're not.
But a female would. We definitely would talk to you like that.
I don't have a friend that would call me.
Not necessarily a friend, but a coworker. You definitely would, girl.
But you know what? Maybe my girlfriend would have been like, Tiff, if you don't sit your ratchet ass down.
Yeah, okay, that's. I think it's the wording.
It would have been completely different. I don't have a single friend
that would call me ghetto.
I don't have one.
Ratchet, yeah, they would say,
yeah.
Or don't turn up, bitch.
Yes.
Don't turn up.
Right. And he's not hip enough to know.
Right. Don't use the word ghetto.
Better terminology.
Right.
He's trying to do the friend thing.
Right. And trying to be cool.
Bad, bitch. It's not that serious. But the way that he goes about saying it, it's just like something that
because he's disconnected.
Because he's just disconnected.
But you knew in your heart that he didn't mean anything by it.
Exactly.
But it was still a line.
I feel like the majority of white men who date black women would say something like that. And they're not bad people. But for me, there's a level of connection that we can never have.
Right.
Like
and so that's why you don't move forward with a white man.
Yes.
Why I would.
Yes.
Right.
And I think, like, specifically for me being a darker woman, I really feel like you don't understand the traumas that I've had as a dark black woman in America, and I don't think a white man could ever understand it on that level and could ever truly love me in the way that I would need to be loved, because I'm so fragile when it comes down to like standards of beauty and how people deal with me, not only amongst black people but even white people. I'm dealt with differently because I'm dark.
That's so. And I don't know, like, I'm not trying to, I don't know if it was raising, I don't know if it's books I've read, experiences I've had, I don't know, right? But we were talking earlier, and that's so weird to me from, like, just a man's, but like, I'm only going to look at things from a man's point of view, obviously. And that's weird to me because I was saying earlier, like, a lot of the black women that I found attracted are dark skinned. And so when I hear like negative tones attached to it, it's always surprising to me. It's real.
It's a bit you can understand. There are many underlying levels of black culture that for someone who's on the outside, would never know. Unless someone has broken it all the way down for you, you wouldn't understand it.
No, I understood the history behind it. Like
and there's a difference between understanding the history and knowing what that means to someone who's bred in that culture as a part of that culture.
Yeah, true story.
You know what I mean? Like if it's even if you grow up around all the black people in the world, there's no way for you to internalize colorism because it doesn't apply to you. Right. But we get it ingrained in us in ways that we don't even think about.
Babies.
I think that's 100% true.
To your mama, like taking, your mama used to do that to
you. Oh yeah, I do to this day, and I have to catch myself.
The same thing. I'll be at my desk,
and I'll be like, so it's this thing. So like when you're
old black grandmas used to say to keep your baby's nose from being so wide,
they would pinch your nose
and pinch it. And they start when you're a baby.
Yes,
and try to form it.
And try to form it.
Yes. Your grandma.
And that's why I never let go like this. I'm always like always wipe down, and I'm always like going like this.
Yeah, and so to me, that's sad.
It is sad. Like, absolutely. But let's be clear.
Can my life partner feel sad for me?
No, he should understand because he's black. But what he's saying is true. It is fucking sad. It's absolutely sad.
But that's like the divine line where I said, like, man, that's really that's ugly. Yeah, and then so like the difference is with a black man that knew that,
right?
He would also understand it, like, he would think it's sad, but then he could dig deeper than that sad.
Right. He would think it's sad that we still do it. Right. He wouldn't think it's sad that we're doing it.
I would be mad if you do my child like that, behind any reason. If you try to change the way that the Most High created her, it's an issue between me and my wife.
Right. But see, here's the thing. If your wife's grandma is babysitting the baby and every time she comes around,
then I'm cooler with.
Don't say nothing to her.
That's what I'm saying. I'm cooler with an older generation.
Okay.
I'm cool.
Okay. Yeah. But I think
you respect the elders.
Right.
We're outgrowing some of these things.
No, I mean, clearly. I mean, because y'all just said like we're not doing this anymore.
I mean, I still do it. I try to keep myself.
But if you had a little girl, you would never.
No, I wouldn't.
You would never.
No. And I would never and I have an amazing family. But like I said, growing up dark in America, I definitely came across a lot of like crazy ass blow your mind, which is a whole other
but P game, because you said you still do it to yourself at times.
It's not on purpose though. It's like I'm at home and I'm like, my nose is itching. I'm like,
and you catch
it. Like, oh shit, I just did it again.
Okay, cool. Because understand, embrace you. You're
absolutely. Like I'm totally like.
But it's so deeply ingrained. It's so ingrained. I think that is the thing. It's like when it comes from day one. Like I've told you before, the thing that worries me the most. Like I would love to get married again. I would really love to have more kids. I would really love to. But when I look at my daughter, if anybody has seen her, you guys know she's incredibly light-skinned. And I don't know why, she does look mixed. Like when people say, people always assume when they see Ava that her dad was white. Okay. And so people are always surprised when, they see him, he's a big black guy. They're like, how are your kids so light with all this curly hair? Yeah. And a fear of mine is that I could remarry someone who's darker skinned, have another little girl, and because of the colorism that exists and the way that, and I can try to shield her from it as much as I want, but someday she's got to go into the world. Right. And someday somebody's going to say, why is your sister so light skinned? Especially if I have
But that exists because that's how it was my sister. My sister is light skinned and I'm dark skinned, and it absolutely existed. And it existed not only from the outside, but from the inside. I was always told that I was like smart. My sister was like, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And I was always like, oh, you're so smart. Yeah. You're so smart.
And that just goes to, there are all of these delicate nuances that exist within our culture. Right. And I think that as much as you may be immersed in the culture, it's just, if you can be immersed in water, but if you're not water, you're not water. You can be wet.
Yeah. Right.
But you can't be water.
Right. And that translates over into relationships because, again, for me personally, I just never... It was never on my radar. It never.
You know what's interesting?
It was never on my radar.
So
it just was never was there.
We talked about this prior, and like when I date a woman, I'm not. Is she black? Is she white? Is she whatever? Right. Because I love white women too. Like I'm into women. Right. No, I'm looking for a wife, and nationality doesn't come up on the characters of what I'm looking for.
Okay. We all have a shot.
We'll drop his IG down below.
Check the comments. We're gonna have the IG.
I totally forgot where I was going with that. I totally forgot where I was going with that. Oh, okay. Okay, so in terms of let's say you were with a white man, right? And then you were doing the thing one day.
He would never even know what it was.
No, peep game, right. But if somehow that came into conversation, right? I don't know if the intimacy can get so deep. I mean, I would like to hope that it could get so deep to where it turns into I don't want to tell him because he's white and he won't understand.
Oh, I think that would absolutely be a.
But right, I think I could see that as being a thought.
To you
right, and then that's what I'm saying. Right, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to teach nobody. I mean.
No, but see, because the embarrassing thing, right? Because I just don't want to bring this up. It's crazy. Okay, so, but if he's your best friend,
right. Then
I think that there's if he's your husband, I would like to hope that there's room for that conversation to take place.
A teachable moment.
Yeah, well, not only teachable, but to where he's your man,
right?
And if you can't be vulnerable around the person that's meant to protect you,
right?
Then there's lacking in the relationship.
That's true. That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's a crack. That's definitely a crack.
But I would have an extremely hard time feeling like there was a white guy whose purpose in life is to protect me. I just feel like. I've never been in that situation, and I draw a line.
But the thing about it is, okay, but see, I'm riding with James in this one,
okay,
because his energy is different. You out there, you're not going to be able to sense it. But his energy, maybe you can.
This is great. This is funny. I'm learning a lot.
Different energy.
That's true. That's true. And I'm not talking about James.
Do I feel? Okay, being around you, I don't really feel I'm right. In my head. I'm saying he's a white guy.
Okay, now please.
But I don't feel like he's a white. And that
right.
What is that?
No. Listen, I completely understand. And what it is that James is a good person. On a soul level,
right?
You are good.
And you know what? And we get. I think that goes back to the fact that I think your whole family history has been nothing but good white people, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you grew up in a family of abolitionists and
they came over from England on my mom's side. every one of them came over from England to like be a part of the abolitionist movement. Like that.
And
was,
I think that has that energy that Carmen has transferred over into the bloodline.
I think
and that's the energy that he gives off. Absolutely. He gives off like so. I don't want to say protective. I feel safe and comfortable. I will say that he doesn't give off like a creepy white guy vibe or like white.
So there is a creepy white guy vibe.
Oh, like okay, like and I'm not trying to be sexual.
Well, you know, it never comes around me.
But
you know what I'm saying? So
let me tell you. Like,
see, and look, hold on, pause real quick. Hey, look, white men that are watching this, understand this because we don't know this.
Right.
We don't know that there's a creepy white guy vibe. So I'm about to learn about it. I'm gonna ask you.
So